Alright guys, I'm Rabea.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Good morning!
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Absolutely shattered.
He's shattered. So we're going to be trying to sound like John Mayer for the third time.
For the third time.
This time with the least amount of money possible.
We're going to try and save you all, hopefully, some money if you're in the market to try and sound like John Mayer. Because we did it once with Dave Gilmour, basically trying to save as much money as possible and get the closest sounding rig for the least amount of money. So that's what we're doing today, but with John Mayer.
Our £1,500 budget for without busting the bank is actually quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the idea here is just to spend as little as possible.
So we've got a few sort of ideas of what would work.
We've got some hunches.
But of course John Mayer is known for his exceptionally good and expensive tone.
Which we found out in the buy bus.
Yes, we did.
So
it was horribly expensive.
It was.
So this is going to be horribly affordable.
Yes, but probably not all that horrible.
No, hopefully not.
Okay.
Let's do it. So obviously John Mayer, well, up until very recently has been playing mainly Fender guitars.
True story.
So we're going to go with the Fender. But when we did Dave Gilmour, we managed to find a Squier, it was a Squier Bullet.
Squier Bullet.
And it was
about £115 or something.
So that's what we're going to aim for.
Yeah.
So we just need to see if there's one available. At the moment, I've got a feeling this is actually the same one that we used for Dave Gilmour.
There's no price tag on it.
And I must admit, for the money, if it's the same price, it was an exceptional guitar. Doesn't have a trem, so of course you're saving the money there.
Yeah.
But it was great, wasn't it?
It was great. Like, it's just unbelievable value. So I think it really is our only option. I mean, we did say 500 quid as a guideline last time.
Yeah.
But the idea is to go as cheap as possible. And even Squiers here, we're talking, you know, over 400, 300 pounds. So to be honest, that's a little bit too much money.
Yeah. Well, I think this is probably going to be the choice.
The one.
Once again. Matthew had a great idea for an amplifier.
I did. So Fender do these amps called the Champions. And what that is basically a solid state Fender. We may have just found one just here. It's £149. It has many built-in effects, which might actually prove really handy for save us some pedals.
You got two different voices. You got gain, different type. Actually, you got four different voices: tweed, you got blackface, you got British, and you got.
They've come on a bit.
Yep, and you got metal, which we won't be using.
No.
But I think with the built-in effects, we're probably saving quite a bit of money there anyway, because obviously John Mayer with his reverbs and uses things like Eventide
and a bit of delay as well. Yeah. It's worth noting that in this price range, there isn't actually that much to choose from, and sometimes it's just bang on. And I think this is
a champion choice.
On. John Mayer uses pedals.
Expensive pedals.
He does.
And a lot of pedals.
Yeah, so we're trying to kind of slim this down. The amp is going to help us out here because there are actually quite a lot of built-in effects.
Yeah.
But we need to kind of slim it down to the real necessities to keep it super cheap. So there's a kind of a clone copy by Tone City, which is called the Bad Horse, I think, and they're about £40.
Yeah.
And if you wanted a clean boost, Mooer do one, and I can't remember what it's called, but again, that's about 40 quid.
Right. We have the gear.
We have all the gear. 2
pedals, 1 amp, 1 guitar. Let's hopefully sound a bit like John Mayer. Or a lot, who knows.
Gravity.
We are back in the video room.
Yes, we are once again in our mission to sound like John Mayer on as little as humanly possible.
We may have possibly achieved such a target.
I hope so. And to be honest, I was a little bit cautious about this one because obviously he's famous for super expensive gear.
Yeah, and a real beautiful tone.
Yes, and on a very, very scrapings and of the change we could find in our pockets.
Yeah, literally.
Could we do it?
So I think it's worth starting out by saying how much the whole thing cost.
Okay, so guitar 105, amp 150, so we're on 255 plus about 40 each for these. So it's about £335.
Which, that's great.
For the full rig. And bearing in mind, on a without busting, we'd probably spend 500, 600, 700 on just the guitar.
Yeah. Right, let's start with the guitar. This we used last time, but actually Pete rightly pointed out that John Mayer has just acquired himself an original 1963 Fiesta Red Fender Strat.
So this is apt.
It is really convenient. We did use this same guitar on the Dave Gilmour sort of as cheap as possible sort of video, and it's a Squier Bullet.
It's worth pointing out as well that you can get this in 2 other colours.
Yes. So. This is the one that was available to us, and again, it's, I mean, for £110, you can't really go wrong. Nice, straightforward design, and it's just a classic Strat. I think this has got 9s on as well, so it is a little bit easier to play than I was expecting. But in any case, it's nice, and rosewood fretboard. Yeah, it's a great guitar. Sounds great, and that's running directly into. Actually, no, it's going through the pedals.
It's going through the pedals.
So what have we got, Matthew?
We have here the Mooer Pure Boost, which is quite hard to say. Which we've just, I think, literally that was used only for lead,
yes.
So a bit of solo boost. That's running straight into the Tone City Bad Horse, which is it's said it's kind of Klon inspired. So obviously John Mayer being famous for using. Again, that was running the whole time, I think.
We had it on the whole time.
Yeah, just pushing the front end as we like to do.
The front end of this beautiful Champion 40.
Yes, which to be honest, I used to own a Fender Champion, one of these solid states, and the cleans were always amazing, and obviously it is completely solid state. But in the years more recently, they are now filled with inbuilt effects.
Yes.
So for 150 quid, not only do you get a really good amp, but you get. What has it got? Let's have a look.
It's got delays,
reverb, chorus,
tremolos,
flange, delay, even wah.
All your classics.
And tremolo. Yeah, there's loads in there. So, I mean, it's super duper value. And
£150.
Headphone socket and auxiliary as well, so you can plug your MP3 player in there. As with a lot of these products, you can get a smaller version and a bigger version.
Yes.
So, you know, check out the Andertons website for more of that.
So this is the guitar straight into the amplifier. I mean, it's a straight up clean sound, isn't it?
It is. It's a nice clean sound.
And you could actually throw in a little bit of effects if we wanted to.
Lots of verb.
Yeah. Bit of reverb. Which is not, I mean, it's a nice sound. But the cool thing about throwing the Bad Horses in, it gets that rounded, thicker, warmer tone that John Mayer, well, it achieves a similar simulation of that sort of sound.
Yes.
So if I give you it without and throw it in.
It's not super gainy.
No, it's not. It's just pushing that front end a little bit, warming it up, and it's fatter and rounder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, with the fact that there's a lot being pushed through the front, it's distorting the speaker a bit, but. But it's got that similar characteristic for things like, who do you think I was at?
Yeah.
Woody, almost.
Yeah, yeah. And for 40 quid, I mean, you really can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
I mean, proper clones are obviously very expensive, but I think, yeah, it gets us close.
Yeah. And then the pure boost, we're literally using it just to push it even more so that it gives us a bit more sustained saturation for lead. So again, without, with. I mean, yeah, that's a solid rock tone, isn't it? Really?
It really is. Not bad, not bad. And again, 335 quid.
I know.
You literally can't go wrong. There isn't anything, we couldn't go any cheaper really. I think we could have probably, there's boost pedals for £5 cheaper.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are talking pennies, so, or pounds technically, but
well,
yes, there you go. That's it, I think.
It is, and I think for the budget, if you're in the market and you're inspired by John Mayer, you want to kind of get those kind of tones, then I hope this is a really helpful video for you, because it is really on a budget, and I think you can achieve those tones, and it is quite satisfying to play. You know, from a playing perspective, it's a nice tone, feels good under the fingers. So yeah, definitely worth checking it out if you want to get that kind of tone. We don't even really have a name for this series yet. I mean, originally it was the £500 special, but then we're like, but we're not even trying to spend £500.
And it's not even a special anymore because we've done it twice.
Yeah.
So that name is definitely irrelevant.
So we need a new name. So please give us suggestions in the comment section. Sound like John Mayer, RX artist, as cheap as possible.
On the cheap, with only 5 pennies.
There you go.
Well, yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know who else you'd like us to sound like, and if there's anyone you'd like us to sound like, again, on a minuscule budget. That leaves us with only one more thing to say.
All the links are in the description box.
2 things.
And I've been Rabea.
And I've been Matt.
This has been Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Yes, it has.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.